We're here at the Frankfurt Motor Show where Volkswagen has unveiled its highly anticipated T-Roc SUV. It's a bold move for Volkswagen and it's packed with technology. So I'm here with Marco Pavone, Head of Exteriors for Volkswagen, who's going to tell me more about the car and what it means for Volkswagen. So Marco, thank you very much for being here today. You must be thrilled with the reaction so far.
Of course, it's amazing to see the whole thing here really crowded. It's really good reaction. It's a really good atmosphere. It's amazing to see the people looking at the cars, open the doors, they stare at the front, the headlights, the wheels and everything. It's really amazing.
Yeah, and that must make you feel great, surely.
Of course, it's such a hard job, man, really amazing. We've been working with this car over the last 3-4 years, and it's a great achievement to see this kind of product on the stage now, and it's really rewarding, such a thing.
Yeah, I bet. And tell me, what was your inspiration behind this particular model?
Of course, we wanted to do something really lifestyle, but not just like toyish. It has to be also something really masculine. A really cool product for Volkswagen. Has to look still serious, masculine, and solid. A car that should be capable of being on the Django, on the city. It's a car that should be, let's say, useful for every kind of people. That was our goal.
And that was my next question. Who is the target market? Who is the customer that you had in mind when you were thinking about this car?
You know what? I think for every car we develop, we at Volkswagen, we do cars for young people, for old people, for everybody. And that's what we have all in mind. For instance, we never do a car just for one niche of people. We do cars for everyone. So, and then although the car is pretty much, let's say, has a young appeal, young approach, I think everybody can get in, get out of the car easily. It's quite practical, it's quite functional, but it still has this kind of really young approach. That's a good mix. That's what I think about.
So you mentioned earlier that this was a concept car just 3 years ago.
Yes.
So what did you take from the reaction back then into the model now? What did you take from that?
I think we have kept the essence, the whole feeling, the flow of that concept car from the beginning. I remember I was there at the show at that time. The proportions of that product was so amazing. Huge wheels, really kept, let's say, a really fast C-post, fast A-post, really compact cabin, really a lot of 3D sculpture on the body side. And we have tried to translate this in a really nice way for the production. And we have kept the same kind of feeling. This is what I like the most, because it's a really hard job to translate a show car thing into production. And I think we have managed this quite well. It was really good.
I think what's really nice about this car is, and you've touched on it just now, is that it's very, very stylish, but it's also very practical. And obviously it's got so much technology in it, hasn't it? How did you manage to achieve both of those things?
Yeah, but I think we at Volkswagen are really expert on that. We know how to mix emotion and function in a really nice level. For instance, if you look at the headlights of this car, it's really nice technology piece of thing. Have reduced quite at the maximum, the height of it, looks pretty technology. There's of course amazing functionality. And then combine it with these chrome trims, these two eyes with a nice upper grille has really created a super nice figure in the front. This caused a lot of impact, even recognized by a really far distance. That's a really element that I'm really proud of in the car. This really, let's say, iconic element that we can see from far away, as I said before, and it has, let's say, come from the show car initially. Yeah.
You must be incredibly proud kind of seeing your work of art here for everybody to see. Can you see a huge difference between what it is now and what it was like on the mood board?
You know what, when you have these mood boards in the studio, you always have some inspirations. Now, of course, we have some cool cars, some nice SUVs or some sport cars. But we always had in mind something that, okay, this car is supposed to be young, masculine, has to be, dynamic, has to have a sculpture. And we have quite achieved everything that we have planned for. Honestly, there's not so many differences from the beginning on. We have achieved everything that we wanted, especially on the front fascia. We always had to have this really upright and bold character with big grille on the top, really slick headlights.
Yeah. Quite a statement exterior,
exactly,
isn't it? Yeah.
Exactly. We have these iconic day running lights on the side. I think we have kept everything that we wanted. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And talk me through the interior. We spoke quite a lot about the exterior. It's quite bold, it's quite punchy, it's loud. Exactly. What about the interior?
I think as well, it has the same kind of character that we have achieved in the exterior. We did the same in the interior, especially with this upper band, that really emphasized the width from the interior with this ambient feeling that we have there with this, let's say, colorful upper mask that we have. We have this cluster integrated with this screen, gives a lot of width as well. I think it's pretty geometrical. There's a lot of graphical elements that fits to the exterior as well. Colorful patches here and there. I think it's really iconic and really graphical.
Yeah, it's quite punchy, isn't it? It's
Exactly.
quite bold.
Really young as well, really fresh. I think that's what we were looking for anyway, for this kind of product. And it's a pretty lifestyle. That's what I like.
And are you proud that you've managed to achieve both the exterior and the interior to blend very simultaneously?
Exactly, it's one product. You know, we cannot just do something exterior that doesn't fit interior the other way around. You know, we have to do one product. That's why we talk together with interior guys. You know, it's a teamwork anyway.
And how does this model compare to other models in the Volkswagen range, would you say? Because it's a bold car.
It is, but every car has its own character, its own personality. I think whenever we draw something, you have to first of all recognize a car from far distance. Every car has its own theme from the body side. For instance, this car here has a really compact cabin, a pretty fast seat post, has, let's say, these two arches on the wheel arch, a really low belt line. It's a different from the Tiguan, for instance. The Tiguan has, let's say, first of all, a 3 windows design. The seat post is a bit more upright. The shoulder theme is different. It's a bit more bold. The Touareg is something else. So we analyze, first of all, from far away, how the cars, they could differentiate from each other.
Okay.
They have to have different characters. So that's the youngest one. This has to be the most agile one. The Tiguan is in between. The Touareg is the most, let's say, sovereign. It's more stable one. This is how we do first. They have to have their own character. And then from there on, we start developing more in detail.
Yeah.
You know?
I can tell you're quite passionate about the car, Annie. I mean, obviously, it must be your baby.
Yeah,
And what I love about it is you've got lots of different customization options, you know, lots of different colours, trims. What's your personal favourite?
I pretty like this one here.
I do, I like
it's
that one.
amazing.
You can't have that one, it's mine.
I love this combination with the black roof.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
it's really young, really amazing. Really, I love this. Yeah.
Lovely. And if you could sum the T-Roc up for the audience, what would you say?
It's hard. I don't know. I think the car is really young, masculine. It's really dynamic. I think it's a car for everywhere. You can go to the jungle, you go to the city. You can be alone driving, you can have a family.
Yeah.
It's really functional. I don't know. It's a car. It's a really lifestyle product, but it's also functional. That's what I think.
Brilliant. Well, I really appreciate you talking to me today, and
Thanks a lot.
you must be really proud with the reaction. So well done. Thank you
Thanks
very
a lot.
much. It was really
Great.
lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you.